Data mining revealed Battlefield 2042's next map. Activision got caught stealing from Dr. Disrespect. Some serious allegations have hit Nintendo, and much more on Today in Gaming. Hey guys, LevelCap here, and data miner Temporyal has uncovered info about Battlefield 2042's next map. And while his findings are based on game files, it's of course worth remembering that things constantly change in game development, so take this as speculation. That being said, he did accurately uncover the exposure map before it was revealed. Now, as far as this new Season 2 map goes, it's called Stranded. It's set around Ganton Lake, an artificial lake in Panama. Temporyal didn't find any official images or artwork related to this map. However, he previously found 3 unnamed maps for 2042 in April. Back then, Stranded was called Drained. The official art book for 2042 features an image of a drained lake, which might indicate that this map is set in the river below Ganton Dam. The image in the art book shows century plants in the foreground, which are native to Texas, Mexico, South America, and several other regions around the world. It seems pretty safe to say that this image is concept art for the drained map, though the design of the robot dog in the concept art is very different from the Ranger robot that we have in game now. It seems likely that the map itself could be quite different as well. The other 2 maps Temporyal found in April are codenamed Lights Out and Docklands. At the time, he speculated that Docklands might be a Portal map. It's tough to say if Portal is getting any new maps. DICE haven't yet committed to adding more maps and say that they're exploring all possibilities. That said, DICE did commit to putting some of the Portal weapons into 2042's other modes. As of right now, it seems like Season 2 will offer Stranded as the new all-out warfare map. It'll offer map remakes of Renewal and potentially Orbital, as well as potentially unlocking some Portal guns for other modes. What do you guys think about all this info? Temporyal's findings with 2042 have proven to be pretty accurate, and while things are always subject to change and his findings are unofficial speculation, does Stranded sound like an exciting addition to the game? Activision has been accused of plagiarizing a cosmetic item for Call of Duty Warzone again. This time around, it looks like they might have ripped off artwork from Dr. Disrespect's upcoming NFT game, Dead Drop. Former Call of Duty veteran Robert Bowling tweeted about the situation saying, "At least name it after me." Bowling is head of the studio making Dead Drop, and his personal NFT avatar for the game sports a nearly identical look to the recently released Doomsayer skin for Warzone. And while both designs could be argued as fairly generic hooded figures with a skull for a face, there's a lot of overlap between them. The blue glowing skull face, dark body armor, and metallic gloved hands look almost interchangeable. You'd be forgiven for losing track of which design is from which game. Last week, Activision was accused of stealing an ArtStation's artist design for an animal-human hybrid design. They pulled that skin from sale and took down any reference to it in ads for the game. Activision haven't responded to Bowling's tweet or released any official statement yet. In other Call of Duty news, Activision announced pre-order bonuses for Modern Warfare 2. The highlight is early access to the game's campaign. Players that pre-order can play the campaign starting 8 days before the game officially launches on October 28th. Pre-ordering also grants you early access to the game's beta phases next month. Activision is hosting a live event for Modern Warfare 2 next month that will likely take the lid off of Warzone 2, the Tarkov-like DMZ mode, and general multiplayer info. A new report published by Kotaku alleges Nintendo's American offices have some serious workplace issues. They detail accounts of sexual harassment, sexism, unequal pay, contractors being silenced, and more. Similar reports surfaced in May, and Nintendo America's head Doug Bowser called them troubling. Kotaku's report claims contract employees are routinely treated as less than by full-time staff who have a red stripe on their ID badges. They say inappropriate advances from red badges had to be carefully dismissed, otherwise the contractor's job could be at stake. It also seems like being a long-time contractor didn't afford employee job security or opportunities to be promoted to a full-time position. These allegations come from employees that have been with Nintendo from present day to the early Wii U days in 2011 and 2012. And that's notable because the former head of Nintendo America said in May that those allegations didn't reflect the Nintendo he left in 2019. Nintendo are currently facing 2 labor complaint lawsuits over these issues. Marvel fans think that the renowned industry veteran Amy Hennig's upcoming Marvel game could be a Fantastic Four adaptation. Henning has worked as a scriptwriter, director, or producer on several high-profile franchises like the Legacy of Kain series, Jak and Daxter, and Uncharted. She left Naughty Dog in 2014 to work at Visceral Games on a Star Wars project that was scrapped when EA shut the studio down in 2017. Another writer on the Marvel project, Mark Bernardin, was recently on Kevin Smith's live podcast and alluded to chat correctly guessing which franchise the game is based on. He didn't specifically confirm it, but the ensemble cast of the game and chat bringing up Fantastic Four as one of the predominant guesses could indicate that it will be a Fantastic Four title. Marvel already announced the Fantastic Four film series as part of the MCU Phase 6. And of course, the Fantastic Four franchise is steeped in infamy as every attempt at a film adaptation has floundered at the box office and been poorly received by fans and critics. In a small win for VR gamers, Facebook has finally removed the Facebook login requirement for the Oculus Quest 2. Update 43 lets users sign in without linking a Facebook account to the headset. Unfortunately, you'll still have to use a Meta account to use it, as the Oculus profile system is being reworked under Facebook's VR metaverse umbrella. Counter-Strike Go's 10th anniversary kicked off today with a new map remake and in-game items. Tuscan is back in the game's official matchmaking, remade from the ground up to Valve's current map standards. This rework has been in development for a couple of years and was highly anticipated as it's the fan-favorite legacy map. The 10th anniversary event update also added a commemorative sticker capsule and birthday coin. Nvidia's DLSS upscaling technology has become very mainstream for PC gamers, but it can still confuse people unfamiliar with how it works. The resolution that it's upscaling from is always hidden behind named options like balance, performance, and quality. And for most high-end users, it's useful to know that resolution for testing game performance and benchmarking your PC. Thankfully, somebody recently uncovered a Windows registry tweak that will display the actual render resolution of any game using DLSS. With it enabled, you'll get a small text indicator in the bottom left of your game showing you the render resolution. Someone will hopefully create a simple script or application that will let you toggle this option without a registry edit. Before we get to the next story today, I just wanted to say thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and maybe even becoming a channel member. Either way is a great option to support what we do here. Channel members get exclusive emotes and badges as well. Regardless, any show of support is hugely appreciated. Intel's first generation discrete graphics cards are finally going on sale in America. Newegg is now accepting back orders for the Intel Arc 380. This is Intel's lowest end GPU and its drivers are fairly immature, so you may be taking on the role of a public beta tester if you buy one. However, Intel is packing some serious tech into the Arc line. The A380 sports pretty impressive performance for $140. You can expect pretty solid 60 FPS 1080p gameplay with it. The A380 offers hardware AV1 encoding as well, and that's a big deal for streamers and general content creators. Newegg's ETA on delivery is August 22nd. And that wraps it up for today in gaming. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. This is LevelCap, signing off.